What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 162. Presented by Edge VR Arcade, Creative Edge Productions, and Cousin Subs, where you can get a free order of fries with a 7.5-inch sub or a sub in a bowl with promo code
GBB fries, but only in Wisconsin.
And online. Has to be ordered online. Someone wants to install one in Arizona, apparently. So go ahead, franchise.
We can get
one.
on it. Yeah, we can get on it.
Yeah.
It is a franchise. It
Yes.
is a franchise. Anyway, well, what do we want to talk about first?
We have to talk about what's on the table. It's a rule.
That is a rule. Okay.
These turned out pretty awesome and unique. They are for our young man from 23's Cleats for Kids, Bentley and crew. These will be auctioned off. I think when this episode goes live, I have it set to go, and they will close shortly after halftime. It's impossible to program that based on game flow, but that's where we technically have it set. So
they're pretty cool.
yeah, they are. I have to rattle off sponsors because I had very little to do with this besides auctioning and helping the young man out. So 23's Cleats wanted me to thank Rick's Tattoo. I think it would be that one, maybe. I don't know which. He basically got the shoes sponsored and the artwork from Zane sponsored too. So Body Bella and Precision Chiropractic, Wisconsin United FC, the soccer club sponsored one, and then our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods actually provided the shoes as well. So huge shout out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is Zane's logo that's on these little sunglasses.
Is that? I mean, Bentley wears sunglasses. I didn't even see that.
Or is that the B for...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's B. Yeah. He'll watch and comment or share. So
they look really cool.
yeah.
Great detail.
To play into the 23 part. So they start at, this is not like a jersey auction, which there will be live with these as well. So we added some jerseys from game one, the claw jerseys. These will start at $230 because of 23, and they increase in $23 increments.
So do that math.
Yeah, right. But you can't get these anywhere. So size 13, I can tell you one will be worn by Andrew Carter. I do not know who the other pair will be worn by. And if Brooke and Corey have been asked not to spat over them if we can help it so you can see the artwork. Coaches are a size 11. I think coaches will actually have a buy it now on them. Don't quote me on that, but Bentley and crew are working on that one. So it won't be cheap, and it will have the number 23 in it somewhere. So
okay.
This is like that Price is Right game where you have to guess for the 20. I don't know about that. Like
230 plus. Yeah. Anyway, they are really cool. Really, really cool. How much time did it take Zane to do these?
That's a great question. So we'll have hopefully get an answer to that one. So.
Yeah. I don't even know the original color of the shoe.
Yeah, I can get a picture of that, not these. These two, I have the original. Actually, I do. I think I have all the orders in my email. I could find the original color, and we could at least show what they used to look like. Because to Kathy's point before we went on air here, like they're not this color, like the core color originally.
No. And you can kind of see there may be green under here. I doubt that's the color of the shoe. That's just trying to get this gray to look right.
Yep.
And an undertone of green. Because you can see kind of green by the laces. But very cool, Zane. Excellent work. Excellent work. So if you need any custom shoes made, does he have a website?
Yeah, we can post that here. We'll post that, and we'll post the auction link because I literally have it timed to give Sean and Ben time to get this episode live, but it is timed that the auction starts when Strictly goes up on Wednesday. So
excellent. And note to Todd, I think you should get shoes like this for yourself that have the IFL logo on them.
Yeah.
Just saying. If you want, you can also have the Blizzard logo on them, but yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, it turned out great. And so reminder fans, for this Friday, there is a cleat and sports shoe drive. Gently used or new, please, not completely destroyed. Bentley and Dad, with another surprise from Zane, will be in the lobby. I think they talked about it when they were on air here. It's looks like a huge cleat that I think it's used for some of the ties they'll have to the NFL draft and some other stuff they're working on, I think. But that it'll be hard to miss where you donate this stuff in the lobby because there'll be a huge shoe or cleat
big
on
shoe.
Friday. So,
There's a big shoe.
Yes. Yep.
It's going to be a really big shoe.
Yep.
You know who that's from?
No.
It's a big shoe. We got a really big shoe tonight.
What is it?
Never mind.
What?
You're too young.
Okay.
You don't understand.
Normally we're in sync, not the band, on those
in sync
references.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
No. This goes back so our older fans might know who that was. He, instead of saying we have a really big show, it sounded like we have a really big shoe for you tonight. So we'll see if anybody. It's a very well-known talk show from back in the day, like back in the day. But
so this please check it out and bid on them. Right, this is how we help Bentley on Friday and the shoe drive. This is not a Blizzard thing. I always tell people we're an incredible vehicle to fundraise. You just get to push and drive, and I didn't have to go do any of that. So I do want to shout out Jim's dad. Like, I didn't have to go commission Zane. I didn't have to, besides finding the shoes and working with our players on what size, like literally he did it because he believes in what his kid's doing, and we get the chance to help him on Friday. So
very neat.
Yep.
Very, very neat. Now, it'd be really cool if a certain Arizona fan bought these, if you're a size 11, and wore them to your Arizona games. I'll include the shipping if that happens. So, anyway.
You're on the clock.
So we got a couple of things to talk about. I guess next up would be a game.
Yeah.
We lost the opener to our season to Quad Cities in a very nail-biting type performance, I'd have to say. It wasn't the worst game we've ever done out of the gate. Definitely we have some things to work on, but our game was definitely very back and forth, and I think showed consistency of our coaching as well as Quad Cities. So shout out to Corey in Quad Cities. It was the Battle of the Corys on Friday night.
I think they challenged something collectively on the same
play. They did. The same play had two
each
challenges.
very well.
And it was funny because at one point, Larry and I were talking about it, and he said, well, what if they're both right? And then the announcer said, what if they're both right? And I said, then we have a do-over.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, exciting and almost ironic that I got to go to that owners meeting on your behalf where Kevin Guy and Mike Davis were mathing out the mercy rule thing. Like, we legit almost had the 10-point swing there.
Yes, if somebody would have made a certain kick, it definitely would.
And he made one earlier in the game.
He made one earlier, so absolutely. So congrats to Quad Cities. They did a great job. Looked like they had great fans in the stands. It was just a really good production overall. I'll talk a little bit about the IFL Network in a little bit, but I need to let the announcers in Quad Cities know. He didn't get it till the end. Max's name is pronounced like 3 or 4 different ways during that broadcast.
Got it.
It's Max Myler.
Yeah, we had the volume cranked too, but we
Mealer.
may have been giving away an item at that point because I was fading up and down as we were doing raffles. So
and then he kept calling Mavis.
Oh,
Mavis. It's Mevis.
Nice.
Mevis.
Huge shout out before we move into stream, and since we're on the game, the bar group. What an incredible environment, and Jess Miller and Nicole and Joe. I think I met Joe, who's part owner with Jess Miller there. It was awesome. That screen is incredible. That area that is normally a pickleball court should be used more often. It was really neat. So yeah,
it was. Yeah. I was there for the GB event right before I left, and it is really cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Don't believe that's the last we'll see of that space. Stay tuned.
Yeah. No, good. It looked like you had a great turnout and a lot of people excited to watch the game. I'm sure. So, all right, let's talk about the IFL Network. Sure. So we had our debut. The weekend had 3 games. We had 2 on Friday and 1 on Saturday. All of the streams looked fantastic. I mean, they really did. The quality of the stream is spectacular. We still are getting feedback, and I understand the feedback that we're getting around being behind a paywall. On the forum, there was even suggestion that we have like the first quarter be on YouTube, and then if you're interested, that's your hook to go over to the paywall. I think that would confuse people more because they'd get mad that, well, I'm only going to be able to watch one quarter. The only thing that I would have liked is during the game, and Larry made this comment because he didn't want to switch back to the mass game while we were playing.
Yeah.
He's like, where do I get an update on the score? And I'm like, well, you got to go on the app, and he's like, I don't like that. It should be somewhere else. I'm like, well, I'm sure it's on Mass's social for an update, but I get it. We need to have live posting of what the score is somewhere so that people don't have to pay to just get a score update. Sure. But again, those are all things in the works and things that we have to work through. I know that our stats weren't working the way that they're supposed to. That's getting figured out. There's growing pains. We did have, and this is on ownership and broadcasting of each individual team. If they don't know when to push the button that they should be on, meaning the announcers, or more importantly, off when a commercial is on, that's not on the streaming service. That's on the entity itself. So, Joey, make sure you know when you're supposed to be on.
I'll see him today.
And off. Because he's on spring break. So, there were hiccups, definitely. But I think from a quality standpoint, if people couldn't see the difference between a game there and a game on YouTube, they weren't paying attention. So it was definitely, to me, it's worth the transition that we made. I get that there are still people that are very upset. We had someone comment that, they would make a vacation out of coming to a game in Green Bay and liked following all of our games, whether they were home or away games on YouTube. And again, I understand it. If philosophically it doesn't match how you want to view sports, I understand. I get it. I 100% get it. But everybody that watches sports these days, if you are truly a sports fan, you are paying all sorts of different networks to even watch the NFL. It's not just free anymore. There's, broadcasts you might be able to pick up on the radio, but I don't know what more to say. It's like beating a dead horse.
Sure.
We made the decision. We realize there will be fallout, and we will just keep moving ahead.
Got it.
That's what I know about it.
10-4.
Yeah. But this week we have another rival.
Yeah,
but they're
Iowa.
coming to town. We got Iowa coming to town on Friday night. The game is at 6:05, people, not 7. So make sure you are in line for your jerseys.
And give yourself time. The PMI information and Blizzard info will hit with the roads that are closed. And it is very well worded by them. Give yourself time to get to the game, park, and come on in. And yeah, definitely line up early. We will not be recorded saying what time you should line up. So
no, but
early. Doors open an hour prior to kickoff. That's
right.
That's the timing. So
right, and hopefully the weather is a little more cooperative than
looks
it
like
was
it
yesterday.
Right now, it looks chilly, but it like snow again on the Saturday after the game, from what I was looking. But
yeah, all right.
I bet you wish you would have stayed somewhere else.
It was much sunnier there.
That's fair.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't have all that much more. As owners, we meet this Thursday just to kind of recap that first weekend and how things went. Some other things that we're working on behind the scenes. Just kind of go from there.
Yeah, so I'll run down game uno just so everybody knows. So you nailed it. 6:05 kickoff. Youth Jersey Night presented by Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine and the Fan 107.5. Doors an hour before kickoff. $5 for a youth sports combo, we'll call it, with a Gatorade and a popcorn. $4 24-ounce Bud and Bud Light products. That is BOGO pricing. The Rush just doesn't call it BOGO anymore. It's normally an $8 beer. So $4 24-ounce Bud Light products. And that's because people were spilling them all over. So you don't have to buy the second one. But it's...
that makes sense.
Yeah. And it'll be nuts. Yeah.
It should be nuts.
Expecting a few people there.
Yeah. Well, and let's hope we have a few people there because not all arenas had good attendance. And again, as we've said before on this show, that is how the IFL makes its money, is off of ticket sales, sponsorships, things of that nature. So come and join us at a game or many games.
Yep.
But especially this Friday.
You have plenty of chance to catch 3 pretty quick here.
Yes. So. Well, they will be back to back to back to back.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What else do you know?
Not a lot. Sorry, Blizzard Nation. I was supposed to bring this, but this is for sale at the game. So
yes, we will have strictly jackets and only jackets available at the game.
Yep.
Somebody asked me if we were ever going to have a strictly hat.
I have one I never wear. Maybe put that on the auction site.
I do.
It is. I actually still have it. I'll put it up.
I do.
Maybe I'll
like
auction
the
the old
Blizz.
one when it's dead.
I like the Go Blizz logo that's on the back.
On the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yep.
So maybe we'll do a hat. We'll see.
Yep. That
minds
Go
wanna
Blizz
know.
logo is on a hat. So
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks really
Yep.
good. on
And
the
there
hat.
is 3X and 4X of the jacket. Was a low-ish quantity run, easy to get more because it's our friends at Wonder Sign. So we'll just watch as these sell out. So yeah.
How much are they going to be?
You told me that when I
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
thought 55. Does that sound right?
I don't remember. I give you
Okay.
stuff you're supposed to
I
write
think
down.
it's 55 because it can't go under what we pay for it when season ticket holders get their discount. So, but yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So if you want one and you aren't going to be at the game, let Ryan know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other Ryan. No, you can let this Ryan know.
Just send us a message.
It's pretty funny in the office, actually. One Ryan phone will ring, and then the other one, because they're just not sure, he starts answering the phone as napped now. So,
Oh, that's good.
yep.
We will be unveiling the jacket at the game from a coin toss perspective.
Yep.
You'll see the new jacket.
True story.
Yeah.
Maybe next the old one. I never know what Kathy's going to wear to a game.
Yeah, I probably should wear this one. Yeah. But if we let Larry wear one, you're never getting it back.
He did have some funny comments when we were discussing that whole ordeal.
He did.
Yep.
But I told him in order to keep it, he's got to come on the show.
All right.
That's the only way he gets to keep it.
True story.
True story. All right. Anything else you want to say, add, conjecture?
I don't think so. Come out on Friday.
He's a little exhausted right now. It's been a long week.
It's
been a long week and it's only Monday.
Yeah, that's funny, actually. Yes. No, I think covered the things we had to cover on here. The plan is that this and claw jerseys are available and will close out at the game on Friday night. So those of you who are there can pick them up at the game.
All right.
Only select amount of claw jerseys because it was just overwhelming when we ran all the military jerseys. So we're going to do better with that. We're definitely a rookie when it comes to using Dash, so we're learning. So
Excellent.
Yep.
Do you have any, because now we've had a game, so we don't do football commentary here. Can you give the fans an idea of when they can see football commentary, either on social media or YouTube or however we're going to do that? I know Joey's still got his show.
Yeah, Joey will do some. We're working on all of that. And then we have a select people writing the post-game recaps for video stuff. We're working on all of that. So we intended to get out at practice afterwards this week with some people. And again, that would probably air on YouTube until we figure out where and how we're loading it up. So,
Okay.
yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, that's probably the more relevant question. Until we figure out exactly what the back end of the IFL network, because much like you guys were learning, it'll exist much like Strictly does.
Yeah.
In freebie land
On our YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, Kaylee Shade is still learning how that all is done. She's meeting with them this week, and then we as owners will be able to, that's part of our call on Thursday, develop our pages that are on the IFL network, hopefully starting sometime next week. With us having games, though, I don't know how much we'll be able to get up there, but I would say probably by the end of April, we'll have some content on the IFL network.
Yeah, I was more worried about having the game up at the bar than I got logins and stuff to make sure we could stream the away game, but I didn't get to dive much into, nor do I think my login gave me the ability to dive in yet, so into our page. So
no, because that's just the register. There's a back end that you have to get into.
I was just given the one to make sure we could stream the game.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that's it for now. Thank you to those of you that did tune into the game. By all means, give us your commentary on it. I thought for kicking it off, it went well. Now we'll see what we do with it. I will say that one of the things I noticed, and we have not talked about it as a league yet, but we did talk about the fact that when commercials are going, that we're going to share the screen with whoever is coming in. So, for instance, we have Iowa coming. If Iowa has commercials, we could air some of their commercials and our commercials because we have both groups watching instead of and really there's more Iowa people that would be watching one of our home games.
So is that expected this game?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, and every arena is different, right? Like I need that stuff formatted in 720 and well ahead of time to load up, so it's different for everybody. So
and that's just it. It's one of those things where we have to know. Usually, you have commercials set pretty quick.
Yep.
For your season. I did like Quad Cities commercials. They were very creative and very good commercials, so hats off to them. But, you would think that weeks in obviously you know who's coming to your arena, but to be able to split that up, and we just have to talk about that. We just haven't really gone there yet. It's always been the commercials of the home team that air. So
yes.
So that's what I have.
Always learning.
Always learning. And we always are learning.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I said the paywall should come later.
Yeah.
But
we shared that opinion.
we did. And we're past it.
I think
moving on.
You take the entire dialogue and everything that's going on right now, like as a platform, it was great. So even as I logged into stream for our fans, it navigated well. The archives were there. It was really cool. So
yeah, there's a lot to see that's already there, which is nice.
Yep.
Yeah. And, I've seen the commentary that it's for the diehard fans, and that may be true, but I don't know how many people beyond diehards, and we'll never know. I saw something that on the forum that it was somebody basically chastising the IFL that, of course, you can get demographics. All you have to do is go here, 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 and there they are. Those aren't the demographics that we're looking for, and they aren't true to the magnitude that we needed them. So we were looking for clicks in, out of each game, all sorts of different things that YouTube does not publish. We would have to pay to get the type of demographics that we were looking for. So they have the info. They absolutely have it. They just don't let you publish it yourself. So all good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I don't. What else you got?
How many times have we been doing this?
A lot. A lot.
Well, that's all I got.
Should we hit him with it?
Okay, let's hit him with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.